Thank you, Dr. Rajan. Good morning, everyone. I know what you are thinking as students of homeopathy. आजकल कोई भी आके होम्योपैथी पे लेक्चर देते रहता है. But you may not be aware that I am an ex-student of this college. I did my engineering from COEP 1984 to 88. So I have instructed the college authorities, when I start speaking, shut the doors. So you cannot go anywhere, you have to listen to me for next 15 minutes. Of course, I cannot tell you much about homeopathy, but I can perhaps in 10-15 minutes share with you a little bit about how I think about homeopathy, with which I have been associated a little deeply the last 20 years or so. I'll do that by sharing with you what, in my opinion, are 5 very valuable thoughts of a gentleman called Vaclav Smil. I have often included this in my presentations on homeopathy, so for some of you it may be a repetition, but hopefully not for the majority. So let us start. The first thing that this wise man says, which I have found useful in my life, in my work, is read widely and with maximum curiosity. Read widely and with maximum curiosity. How has it been useful to me? Since I am the MD of Bajaj Auto, let me spend a minute on Bajaj Auto to explain to you how this has been relevant to me. Some of you may be aware that in the 1980s and 90s, Bajaj made motorcycles with Kawasaki. But perhaps you may not be aware that in 2001 was the first time that we launched our own motorcycle. It was called Pulsar. Till then, we had never made a motorcycle ourselves. And having started in 2001, can you imagine last year on 1st of January 2022, means in just 20 years, which is a very short period in the life of a company, we went from being a newcomer in motorcycles to becoming the most valuable motorcycle maker in the entire world. Before that, this distinction was held by Harley Davidson, whose market cap, if you are familiar with that concept, had reached a peak of 98,000 crores. Last year on 1st of January, I'm sure in every homeopath there is a little stockbroker. So if you are familiar with the stock market, you will know Bajaj Auto's market cap hit 100,000 crore last year. And earlier this week, on Thursday, at 125,000 crores, we hit our lifetime high. Now, why am I telling you? Not because I want to sell my shares to you. I am telling you this because I often say this to people, but they never believe me, that most of my valuable management principles have come from the aphorisms of the Organon and the principles of homeopathy. How did I apply that to management? For that you have to give me 2 days, you call me another time, another weekend. Now there is no time for that. But just take my word for it. Homeopathy is good for men, and homeopathy is also good for their motorcycles also. If it is important for me to know a little bit about homeopathy, do you not think it is very, very important for all of you and for all the homeopaths outside this room to know much more about homeopathy and good homeopathy, classical homeopathy and contemporary homeopathy? And I'm very happy to acknowledge and maybe share with you that several very senior homeopaths, including Dr. Rajan, are putting together I think, a very promising idea to improve the quality of homeopathic education. I think it is the need of the hour. There is a great requirement for this across the colleges of our country. And I'm here to say to all of you and to say to Dr. Rajan that any role I can play, any support I can provide to improve the quality of homeopathic education, I will certainly do, because it helps me to make even better motorcycle in the future. So read widely and with maximum curiosity. That is why you are here today. You are here to read more. You are here because you are curious. But don't let it stop here. We have to take this further. Let us make it our mission that just as India is home today to the most valuable motorcycle company in the world, is it not possible in 10 years it can also be home to the most valuable homeopathic community in the world? I think it can be. The second thing Vaclav Smil says is always put reality first and theory last. We got a little lesson in that in the break from one of your principals. When I started my journey with motorcycles 20 years back, there was a lot of people who said, this cannot be done. Bajaj Auto has never made a motorcycle. How can you aspire to be the best motorcycle maker in the world? Bajaj Auto has never exported. How can you aspire to export as much as you sell in this market? So many such doubts were expressed. But when I thought about them, I realized these are not realities. These are only theories. These are only imaginations, feelings, and delusions in the mind of people at the fourth level of sensation. These are not facts. These are not realities. In the same way, as homeopaths we hear, people say that homeopathy is only good for superficial things, only sardi khasi, only skin problems. If it has to do more, it is very slow. If it has to work fast, you have to put steroids into it. So many such things are talked about homeopathy. It's okay, we cannot stop people from talking. But we know that that is not true. That is just theory. Maybe some people are doing something, but the reality is that homeopathy is not slow. It is not superficial. It is not suppressive. Homeopathy is the only science that offers a gentle, permanent, and rapid cure. We know that. So when we know this reality, why do we get intimidated by the theory? In the same way, I have been part of many case taking by some very senior homeopaths. And I hope you don't mind my saying to you that sometimes I find that even the senior homeopaths, they go into some theory instead of staying with the reality of the case. Instead of taking the patient to the level of imagination and delusion, they themselves go into some imagination about what is happening to the patient. Why? You have got such wonderful tools and techniques. You have got the sensation method. You have got the disease miasms. You have got the remedy kingdoms. You have got the 8A method, 8-box method. You have got today superclass, subclass. You have got such wonderful tools and techniques which can keep you very centered, very grounded, stay with reality and give a real result to the patient. So this is the second thought I want to leave with you. Use these tools and techniques. Stay with reality. Put theory last. The third very important thing that Vaclav Smil said was, leave money and status out of it. When we started our journey of motorcycles, we didn't start by saying कि हमको 100,000 crore पे पहुंचना है. We didn't start by saying कि our name should be in 80 countries. We were not looking for money and status. Our goal was simple. excellence. We wanted to be the best motorcycle maker in the world. And our definition of best was not the maker of the most expensive motorcycles or the maker of the largest number of motorcycles. Our definition of best was we want to be the most versatile motorcycle maker in the world. By versatile, what I mean is, you will be pleased to know again that on the one hand of the spectrum, 1 out of 3 motorcycles sold across the continent of Africa is a Bajaj motorcycle. And you will also be happy to know that Bajaj motorcycles are sold in the Bajaj and KTM name, because KTM is our sister company in Austria, are sold in Europe, UK, USA, Japan, Australia, and all other developed markets. So how can a company develop this ability to be so versatile that it can make a very simple and rugged motorcycle for Africa, which is used as a taxi, and a racing machine that is also sold in Europe from the same company? So if I have to say, you may agree or you may not agree, but please think about it. What is my definition of excellence for you? It is not to be the most expensive doctor or to treat the most number of people. Leave money and status out of it. It is to be the most versatile homeopath. From the smallest to the biggest problem, you should be able to address everything equally effectively. And if I may say so, from the poorest to the richest patient, you must be able to take care of everyone equally effectively. The homeopath who can address all symptoms and is open, the doors of his clinic are open to everyone from Africa to Germany, I think he is an excellent homeopath. And if you achieve excellence, money and status will come. But you know very well, if we chase the result, the cause does not become correct. If we focus on the cause, the result becomes correct. So this is the third point. The fourth point he said, maybe some of you may not like this, manage your identity. Manage your identity. In simple words, know who you are, know where you stand, and stand there. The great Steve Jobs said, the main reason why he had so much success with Apple, he said, because I did one thing. I focused on one thing and I wanted to be excellent in that. He said, when there were 10 choices in front of me, I ignored 9, not because they were not good choices. If they were not good choices, anybody can ignore them. But for a man of his brilliance, all 10 choices were attractive. But he chose one. In my job, I say, the most important part of my job is to say no. Because I get many ideas or many proposals for all kinds of, let's say, business opportunities. But we have to keep humble and keep saying no. You all know the story of the rich businessman who was very rich making beer. Then he thought that beer gives you a high, even airline gives you a high, so he started flying an airline, and now you know where he is hiding in the UK. So, know where you stand and stand there. Why am I saying this to all of you this morning? I think homeopaths should also manage their identity a little better. You are Hahnemann's homeopaths, you are Kent's homeopaths, you are Phatak's homeopaths, you are Bonninghausen's homeopaths. Then, if you are pure homeopaths, sound homeopaths, sincere homeopaths, honest homeopaths, why sometimes you give 2 remedies to the patient at the same time? Really he requires it? Really the life energy can respond to 2 things at the same time? Or because you are not sure you give 2 things at the same time? Why you sometimes mix many things and call it by some nice name, over-the-counter remedy? Why sometimes you give homeopathy and allopathy together? If you don't have confidence, tell the patient, go to the allopath. But why do you give allopathy? Can you imagine if you go to McDonald's and you ask for pizza? They will say, okay, it's a junk food, I will make you pizza also. No, they will say, go to Pizza Hut. So nothing wrong with allopathy, but you are not an allopath. You are Hahnemann's homeopath. I think you should manage your identity better. You should keep your focus. You should keep your faith. And you should try to be an excellent homeopath. The last point, Vaclav Smil, I learned from. He said, have skin in the game. Have skin in the game means, if you are taken from something, you must give back something also. All of you have enjoyed the fruits of homeopathy from the trees which you have not planted. You have not watered. You have not harvested. But you have enjoyed those fruits. I have also enjoyed those fruits. Don't you think you need to also plow some field, plant some seed, water something, harvest something? So when we are all coming together to do something for homeopathy, then let us do it with the objective of taking homeopathy forward through such wonderful seminars, learning experiences, which help us to put reality first, achieve excellence, and move forward together. Let me tell you, some of your colleagues were surprised to see me today, because actually I was supposed to be in Europe. I had an important meeting with KTM yesterday, because we are buying another motorcycle company there. And although I had said to Dr. Rajan that I will come here, but when this business imperative came up, I told him, I'm sorry, I can't come. I told Dr. Meghna also. I told Dr. Shrikant also, I can't come. But then later on, I thought about it. Actually, today on Saturday afternoon, I would have been in Milan. I'll share with you the personal story. I would have been in Milan at a restaurant called La Specialata, which has the best wine and the best pizza. Instead of having that wine and pizza, I am standing here in front of all of you. What is the use of clapping? I want to be there. I don't want to be here. But then I asked myself, sometimes at night, when I have an anxiety attack, will pizza and wine help me, or gelsemium and arsenic alb will help me? So then my mind was very clear. So anyway, I am very happy I came here. This is my brief perspective on homeopathy. And in closing, I want to say only one thing. You will learn some amazing things from Dr. Rajan and his team, I am sure. But on your behalf, I want to say, don't let that overwhelm you. Don't let that intimidate you. Go away from here becoming not only more knowledgeable, but more confident. Don't feel कि अरे इधर इतना कुछ है, मुझे कुछ नहीं आता. Because the great Jack Ma said, there are no experts of tomorrow. All are experts of yesterday. So Dr. Rajan is my friend, so I can say this. He's like my elder, that he's great, but he's an expert of yesterday. You are experts of tomorrow. Whoa. Do good for homeopathy. So be good homeopaths and do something good for homeopathy. All the best.